Underrated anime masterpieces.
Today, we're diving into the magical world of underrated anime recommendations. And trust me, if you're tired of seeing the same old top 10 shonen fights that will leave you in tears videos, stick around because I'm
Yes, I want to see something totally different. I want to see, I don't know, octopus crying,
about to
something
blow
like
your
that.
mind with some hidden gems. I present to you 6 anime that deserve way more love than they currently get. So grab your snacks because some of these
Dororo.
recommendations may catch you off guard as much as finding out that your 4th grade crush liked
I
pineapple
think this
on
is one of the
pizza. So
list
let's
because
begin the video.
Dororo is appearing a
On number
lot.
6, Ashura. It is set in a
Yeah, this one I don't know.
world where humanity's greatest heroes have already taken down the ultimate boss, like the final boss. Imagine everyone came
Wing is defeated.
together, took one last group selfie with the big bad, and then he was gone. Yay. But now that the world's biggest threat has been obliterated, all these overpowered heroes are just standing around, twiddling their thumbs and wondering what to do next.
What? It's about they doing nothing. That's
So,
it.
what's a bunch of
This is almost my life. Like a hero after he defeats the boss, he lives basically my life because I'm always thinking what to do because I never know what to do. I'm always like doing nothing. So I'm like a hero that defeated the boss.
competitive legends to do? Start fighting each other, of course. With no big villain left to punch, they decide to brawl it out to see who's the strongest of them all. It's like if the Avengers finished saving the universe and immediately start
And now that we defeated the evil, we need to defeat each other because we are the evil now.
a massive wrestling match.
That's the good anime
for
I want to
bragging
watch.
rights. Each hero brings their own unique set of skills, magical powers, and a flair for drama. From warriors with muscles on their muscles
Yeah,
to mages
good
who
animation.
could rewrite reality if they weren't so busy bickering. Everyone's got something to prove. On number 5, Super Crooks. What happens when a bunch of wannabe
Yes, I am a super crook.
villains get tired of getting their butts kicked by superheroes and decide to say, forget this, let's go international. This anime follows Johnny Bolt, a guy with electric powers and even more
This looks like Invincible.
electric bad luck. After yet another failed heist and way too many super prison stints, Johnny realizes he needs a fresh start.
Man, this looks really like a DC movie, not like an anime.
And what's fresher than Europe? Johnny rounds up his gang of quirky, not-so-great criminals for one last totally foolproof heist. They're like the JV team of supervillains, more likely to trip over their own capes than actually pull off a crime.
Yeah, this anime, I've never heard about it.
They've got a mind reader who mostly reads dirty thoughts, a guy who can multiply but loses track of himself, and a guy named the Ghost who's mostly good at being invisible when things go wrong. Their big plan? Rob the world's most untouchable, ruthless crime lord who also happens to have the temperament of a grizzly bear with a toothache. Genius, right? What could possibly go wrong? It's a wild ride full of ridiculous schemes.
Yeah, this anime sounds cool. This is the type of anime that it's really cool. I think the concept is good, and if I try to watch it, I would probably drop it at episode 5.
Epic fake
But I would think this is a good anime, but I would still drop it. I don't know why. You know when you see a cool anime and you think I want to watch this, and then you drop it, and you don't know why you drop it. But
and
that's
the kind
happened.
of teamwork that makes you wonder
That
if
happens.
these crooks are really in it for the loot or just for the laughs. On number 4, Sirius the Jaeger. It follows
What? I don't know any of
Yuli,
those.
a werewolf with a tragic backstory and even more tragic hair that somehow always looks perfect, who's on a mission to hunt
Yes,
down
he's like Goku.
vampires. You know, because someone has to do it, and it might as well be a guy with a permanent scowl and a killer wardrobe. Yuli teams up with the Jaegers, a group of mismatched
Yes, Aaron
vampire
is with
hunters who
them.
travel around Japan disguised as an orchestra. Because who would suspect the vampire hunters to be the ones carrying violins and cellos, right? They've got a snazzy train that doubles as their mobile vampire hunting headquarters.
This moon looks sick. I love when they put the moon giant, like Soul Eater. Soul Eater, the moon has a face, but I think it's cool. I love face moon of Soul Eater. But I think it's so cool when they put like a bloodborne moon, like a giant moon there.
Complete with all the monster slaying gadgets and the occasional musical number. Their main goal, to find a mystical artifact called the Ark of Sirius before the vampires do. Think of it as the ultimate game of capture the flag, except instead of flags, it's a dangerous relic that everyone wants for their own reasons. Sirius the Jaeger is filled with high-speed chases, dramatic slow-motion action scenes, and plenty of moments where Yuli broods dramatically in the moonlight. On number 3.
Yeah, this one looks cool.
Omniacs after
this one I know. This one I wanna watch.
Two high schoolers who bond over their mutual hatred of sleep, or rather their inability to actually get any.
I think it's because it's so relatable. Because I can't sleep. I need to take pills to sleep. So to me, it's so relatable to see people not being able to sleep.
Ganta Nakami, a guy who's as allergic to a good night's sleep as he is to social interaction. And then there's Asaki Magari, a girl who's basically nocturnal, like an owl, but without the ability to turn her head all the way around. Both of them are wide awake when
she has the power of breaking her neck.
Everyone else is dreaming away in class, so they stumble upon the school's abandoned observatory, which quickly becomes their secret hideout. They hang out, share stories, and try not to doze off mid-sentence. The observatory becomes their safe haven, where they avoid boring lectures and sleep through nothing.
I think this is the best anime of the list.
Exploring their insomnia-induced hobbies like stargazing and contemplating the mysteries of the
universe. I want to see something lazy. I don't want to see like car chasing. I don't know. I don't want to watch car chasing. I want to watch this. People being lazy, looking at the stars, and just it.
Mostly though, just figuring out how not to nod off while standing. Insomniacs After School is like a quirky buddy comedy mixed with a midnight snack of existential crisis. It's all about finding your people, even if those people are just as tired, sleep deprived, and weird as you are.
Yes, being sleep deprived is like a tribe.
On number 2, Darker Than Black. Set in a world where two mysterious gates have appeared, one in Tokyo and one in South America, things have gone from 0 to...
I have something to say about this anime. I think this anime, it's cool. This anime is cool. I really want to watch it, but I don't know why. I tried to watch it twice, and I dropped like 3 or 4 episodes. I don't know why. Some animes are so cool, but you have so much to watch that sometimes you just drop it, and you drop a good anime. And I'm 100% sure that this is a good anime. But I dropped it twice, and I think if I try to watch one more time, maybe I'll be finally able to drop it again.
So what the heck is going on real quick? These gates have caused people, known as contractors...
No, this anime looks cool. I want to watch it.
...to develop crazy superpowers. But here's the kicker. They have to do something super weird to keep their powers going. Enter Hei, also known as the Black Reaper. He has the power to manipulate electricity and the appetite of a teenage boy, which is probably why he wears that dark trench coat, to hide all the snacks he's hoarding. He's part of an elite group of contractors who are either saving the world or...
Yeah, this anime looks so cool. I want to watch this.
...doing super shady stuff. Honestly, it's hard to...
This is... now I know. One day I'm gonna do stream watches. I wanna watch shit on stream, and this is gonna be one of them.
Sometimes these contractors all have to pay a price every
because
time
this is my fault. I dropped this anime because I was, I don't know, thinking about other things, and I didn't commit. But it's not the anime's fault. I think this anime, I'm 100% sure this anime is great.
They use their...
I am the lazy piece of shit that dropped it.
...powers, which is just fancy talk for doing something completely random. Meanwhile, Hei is doing his best to keep a low profile as a masked vigilante, which isn't easy when your best friend is a talking cat and your job title is Professional Lightning Ninja. He navigates through a world of conspiracies, shadowy organizations, and people who are just as confused about their life choices as he is.
Ow.
On number 1, Dororo.
Yes, I was suspecting that this is gonna be in the list.
It is based on a classic manga by the legendary Osamu Tezuka.
Yes, I
its original version
that.
Came out in the 60s, but this anime adaptation dropped.
I saw some scenes of this anime in the oldest version of, I think, 69, some year in the past when they had armors. And this And the old version is so dark.
in 2019, and
Like, this is a really dark anime, and it was made five 50 500 50 years ago. I almost said 500.
wow, it delivers. It's got that vintage feel mixed with modern animation that just slaps you in the face in the
Yes, 500 years ago, the dinosaurs made this anime.
best way possible. Now, let me give you the lowdown on the plot. It's dark, it's epic, it's heart-wrenching. We're following this young samurai named Hayakamaru. He was born with no limbs, no face, and no senses.
Yes, I think this is a bad luck. I don't think this guy is lucky.
Because his dad, in a moment of pure desperation, made a deal with demons. Crazy, right? But here's the catch. While Hayakamaru's out here trying to reclaim his body parts, he's also hunting down the demons who took them. Along the way, he meets Dororo, this scrappy little street kid who brings some much-needed humor and heart to the show. It's a wild journey of friendship, revenge,
Man, this anime looks so sad.
and let's just say, lots of sword fights. What I love about Dororo is how it dives into deep themes. We're talking about identity, what it means to be human, and the struggle
And I see some mythological things here.
between good and evil. You watch Hayakimaru not only try to reclaim his physical form, but also discover what it truly means to have a soul.
It remembers Inuyasha, because Inuyasha you have those yokais, those weird monsters around, and he has to kill them, and it looks like that.
super philosophical, and it
Okay,
gets you
Dororo is way older than Inuyasha.
must watch. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to subscribe.
I think the Insomnia anime and Darker Than Black and Dororo are the best ones. I said half of the list.